Hey cuties, PeachY here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video we have some monster news to talk about. From the final complete look for the upcoming Jinafire Long Fang Vote Collector doll being revealed, we have our first real-life look at the Cleo and Deuce Series 2 Creeproductions dolls found in person. We also have some more information on the Series 1 restock of the Creeproduction dolls coming to Europe and more, so stay tuned and let's get into it. And here we are, let's take a look at the final complete look for Jinafire's Fang Vote doll. Here we are at Mattel Creations, and as we can see here, this is, I guess, the complete look. Oh my god, I like what I see. So let's take a look here. Fang High Glamour Jinafire Long doll explored a winning screams. So we designed her gown, and fan club members let their howls be heard on her beauty and accessory options. Now everyone can get their claws on our favorite dragon. So the winning options were this bracelet, which I picked the red one, I actually think, but that's cute too. I like the green pop. Then for the face screening and the hairstyle, this is what we got here. The high ponytail. It's so, oh my god, there's like so many details here, like the gold. Like what? There's so much going on here. And then for the face screening, we have this really nice design here in the middle. We have a little pearl on her cheek. What? She looks stunning. Like really, it's like almost like too much details. You know what I mean? Like it feels like I don't know what to look at. Like there's too much going on. Almost. You know, like there's this something here, there's something here. But it's beautiful. Like it really is. I hope that they just really translate this well to the mass-produced, versions that we're all going to be buying, starting tomorrow, Friday, 9th of February, there will be a pre-sale, I believe, of 2 weeks where you can purchase her for $90 on Mattel Creations. You don't have to be a fan club member or anything. You just have to be a member to vote, but anyone can buy her. So, and it's a pre-sale, so there's not going to be any, she's not going to sell out. That's why they're doing this, so they know how many to make, I guess. Then here's this is the final look. Look at this. Oh my god. Yeah, she the dress and everything was already designed, and the fishnet stockings here, but everything else we had to choose. So that was the difference here for this round of the Fang Vote collector doll. So the round one winners circle. For her hair, fan club members chose Eternal Icon, the high ponytail style with the twin dragon cage headpiece. They added the Imperial Gardens makeup concept and paired it with the floral opulence jewelry suite and jade nails. So that was for the first round. Then for the second round, we had the fan club members also chose the architectural inspired dragon deity shoes and the twin dragons pearl clutch for her handbag. They finished the design with the Sapphire Sea doll stand. So these are the second round winners. We have this handbag, which I actually chose the other one just because I thought it was more detailed and it was just more interesting looking. But in hindsight, I guess this is better overall because I was just saying like how there's so many details on the doll already, so I guess the purse being like a simple pearl makes more sense because that way there isn't more stuff to look at that you don't know it's like too messy, like it feels like it's too crowded, right? So I feel like if we had chosen the other purse, if it had won, it would have been maybe too messy, crowded, right? Like it's too much going on. Like the headpiece is super detailed, the face screening is super detailed, the dress is like super wow. So I feel like the purse being a pearl makes sense because it's simple. Like it's nothing big. It's just a pearl. It's a pearl handbag. And that's it. Like that, I think that's fine. I like the ribbon, and I think it does work really well as well because we have the green touch here. It ties in with the handbag, and yeah, I think that works. It works really well. And then obviously the green on her tail ties in really well with everything else. So Then the shoes. These are the ones I chose. The shoes. So I'm happy they won. I just think, look at this. This is insane. It's amazing. I love it. Even with the cord being tied around, like that's not something we usually see with Monster High. So I love that. And then the stand. I mean, I think the stand, this base, the Sapphire Sea base, was gonna win all along because obviously this whole doll is themed around emerging out of the water. And so the base here being like water splashing, like it just had to win. It had to win because like it just makes sense, and it looks the best out of the two in the final version. Like, look at this. This is perfect. It blends in perfectly with the dress. There's a little shine here in the middle. It just looks really amazing. So I feel like this is great that it won. And then we have this is the capturing the moment. So Jinafire Long arrives in gorgeous packaging that evokes her rising from the sea into the misty skies above, pausing before a celestial moon gate. So this is something new. We have our first look at the concept design, I guess, like a mock-up of what the packaging will look like. This is pretty clearly not real yet. Like, they haven't actually made the packaging yet because it looks like a mock-up, like I said. But I feel like it's a good design for the packaging. Like, you can see the front of her. I like the designs here. The name, it's very ornamental, and then you can even see her from behind. So, and then you can see the details on the ponytail. Like, that is insane. Look at those pearls. Like, that is a lot of detail. And so you can see her from both sides. I think that's a really good detail to add, obviously, and I think it lets even inbox collectors be able to look at her even if they're keeping her in box, because you know it gives people more room to appreciate her beauty. But yeah, she looks great. I mean, the packaging is very simple, but it's like it does its job. I think also it works because the doll is so, it's like she's very extravagant, so I think it works because the packaging, you know, it's more like subdued, right? It's a perfect combination. We have a little text here. I'm not sure I can read it, but yeah, it looks cute. I like it. I like the packaging. It looks good. And that is it. So there we go. That is the Fang vote, Jinafire Long. There's no information on like when she will be, like I mentioned before, she will be going on sale, like a pre-sale, starting the 9th of February, but they don't mention that here. They don't mention that detail here or like the pricing. I assume that information is still true. So, but I guess we'll just see when it's, you know, Friday, the 9th of February. Then we'll see if she goes on pre-sale and like how long she'll be available. Cause let me see. Let's go on Mattel Creations right now. Let's see if like there's like a window that already tells you like when she will be available. Right. Okay. So here it is. Fang vote. Jinafire arrives February 9th. There we go. Okay. So learn more. Like, how much will she cost? I think it's still 90. Like, it's still $90. Okay. So they don't mention that here. Let's see if it says anything here. Will there be like a page or yeah. So there we go. So 9th of February. And then she will be $90. There we go. So that is it. That there we go. And I think she will be, it's a pre-sale for 2 weeks, right? So let's see here. Orders for the made to order item will be taken from the 9th of February until, okay, yeah. So I think that's 2 weeks, right? The 23rd of February. Okay. The sale window. Okay, there we go. So that's open 2 weeks, $90. She's not exclusive to members or anything. Anyone can get her. Yeah, I think she's really pretty. Like, really, I think the details here like speak for themselves. And I think, is she worth the price of $90? And that's not even without like you know, the shipping costs or tax or whatever. For, you know, international fans, like I have to pay shipping, for instance, like $30, and that's like 120. So like, is she worth that much money? I think compared to other releases that we've seen from Monster High and Mattel Creations, like, is she more worth that price than Rochelle was? I think yeah. Like, you can actually see the detail here. You can actually see the craftsmanship here. I think she's more worth $90 than Rochelle was, if that makes sense. Like, Rochelle is pretty, but she was more busy. She wasn't as, you know, cohesive, and I feel like yeah, it was just there were a lot of combating elements with her that I feel like made her a little bit too messy. But with Jinafire, she is also very like, there's a lot going on, but it's cohesive. It feels more like calm in that sense. Like, it feels like there's a theme and there's a color palette that they're sticking to, and there's a certain aesthetic and vibe that they're going for here, and I feel like she nails it here. So yeah, I think she's more worth the price, but it's still expensive. Like, it's $90 and $120 for international fans. So she's expensive. So I guess you'll just have to decide yourselves if she's worth that much. Or not. Moving on, we have our first look at the Cleo induced Creeproduction 2-pack. Yes, finally we have some real life pictures. This first batch is by @identities, I believe, on Instagram. I don't know where they got this pack from. I don't know where. I don't know where or how much it costs, but we have real life pictures, so like, yay. I assume it's in the US that this person found the 2-pack. So yeah, but I mean, that means that however they got their hands on it, they are starting to show up. So apparently this Creeproduction 2-pack will show up around April, and it will cost around $50 to $60. Okay, so that's the information out of the way. Now, how do they look? The packaging is very accurate. The dolls look very accurate. The one thing I'm gonna say is, like, the Cleo's bangs are a little bit too long. Like, are they supposed to be that long? Because I remember on my Cleo, and I think like on a lot of older Monster High G1 dolls, when they used to do bangs, they would always be like very short and they would flare up. At least that's the case for my Draculaura Wave 1 and Cleo Wave 1 dolls that I have. Like my Cleo, her bangs are shorter and they kind of like, stick out a little bit. But Cleo's bangs here are just like a lot longer, and it seems that it's good because in a sense they're longer, so they're not gonna flare up, they're not gonna stick out as much, so that's good. Second batch of photos are by @PeachY, I believe, on Instagram. So it's good because they hold a position, but it's bad because you kind of lose that attitude for Cleo's face screening. Like, I feel like you get a lot of expression with the eyebrows, and you cannot see the eyebrows here, so you kind of lose that expression for Cleo. But otherwise, like, the lipstick looks great. The hair looks good, but I do wonder, is it nylon or poly? Because like Spectra Creeproduction had poly, and Gulia had poly, or Abby had poly. I don't know. I think, if I remember correctly, only one of those 3 Creeproduction dolls that are, by the way, these are all Series 2. Series 1 was the original 4. So Series 2 is everything else that's coming out this year. So I think only one of those, only one of the Abby, Gulia, or Spectra had nylon. I think the other 2 had poly. Spectra had poly for sure. So I'm worried, like, is Cleo gonna have poly here? Hopefully not. I mean, it's just straight hair, but it looks nice at least. But yeah, they look good. I would love to get my hands on any Creeproductions at this rate, because when Series 1 came out, I didn't get any. I don't even know if they were ever available here where I live in Europe. So hopefully with the restock, and Series 2, they will become more accessible to European and international Although, fans. If you stick around till the end, I do have some tea regarding those European releases for the Series 1 restock. But so here, first up, we have the Catty Noir G3. A better look at her box at the back. The artwork looks amazing. Like, I love the artwork for the core refresh ghouls here. Cleo's not included. So weird. Why is Cleo not here? Cleo's a part of this core refresh thing too, so why is she not here? But Catty's artwork looks amazing. I'm really happy with her doll. I feel like she looks good. She's not bad. She's not a bad doll. She's not perfect, but like, I feel like people are being too mean. So I hope that she looks even more amazing in person. Next up, we have some real life videos here, actually, of some of the recently leaked face sculpts. This one is of the RuPaul Celebrity doll that's coming out very soon this year. The face sculpt is so accurate to RuPaul, it's insane. And here we have the face sculpt that's going to be used for the Black Lagoon monster from the Universal movie, who has been gender bent. Lastly, we do have some good news for European Monster High fans with this new link that has been found on Amazon France for the Creeproductions Series 1 restock of Draculaura. And we can see here on the link, it says the price point is 35 euros. Apparently, the release date will be February 12th. What? That's like next week. So that's insane. And I did check the link before filming, and it does show me, at least, that it's currently unavailable. It doesn't show me the price point or like the release date. But even so, this is still a very good sign for the Reproductions Series 1 restock being more accessible and available all throughout Europe. This is a very good sign. So I'm very happy, very excited that hopefully, buddy, you know, because the restock is supposed to happen in September of this year. So hopefully sometime this year, we will get more links for all of the ghouls available on all Amazon websites across Europe. And yeah, these will be, that means that they will be more accessible for all European fans. I mean, if I could get them, that would be amazing. And I know a lot of us did not get our hands on these earlier in the first round. I mean, that also goes for US fans. The release, the drop was really sudden and really horrible, as we all know. So hopefully with this restock for Europe and for US, it will be better for Amazon as well, since of course, you know, this time they're going to be available on Amazon. So yeah, this is a very good sign nonetheless. And it just means that hopefully, yeah, they will become way more accessible by the end of this year for US and European fans alike. And that was the video. I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and consider becoming a member today to support the channel if you're able to. And of course, so you don't miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all little tea you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time, stay peachy. Kisses.